This is the brand new Google Home speaker. I've got my hands on this thing before it even hits stores. Google is killing off every other home speaker they make. This is the only one moving forward. But before you drop a single penny to upgrade, there is a huge secret that they're not telling you, and it could save you a fortune. Jack it before you rock it. What's up, geeks? I'm Kirk, the newest addition to the Google Home speaker family, except for the fact that Google's killing off the rest of the family. So no more Mini, no more audio. This is the only Google Home speaker moving forward. And wait until you see this side by side with my 6-year-old Google Home speaker. You might be surprised. But first, a pretty cool unboxing experience. The new speaker is revealed right away. You get a wall plug. I do want to point out though that the USB-C plug is hardwired into this new speaker, which frankly, I don't like. Cables break, cables fray. I've actually had a Google Home power cable on my first gen speaker fray. An easy replacement since it wasn't hardwired. Kind of a weird choice here in my opinion. With that said, the design of the new Google Home looks slick. The interesting mushroom-ish shaped speaker is covered in a fabric mesh. It comes in 4 colors. This is called porcelain. I call it white. It also comes in hazel, jade, and berry. On the bottom is the new ring light and the expected switch to mute the microphone when you don't want Google to listen for that OK Google command. A little privacy, please. Plug this thing in and the speaker is ready for setup, which is super simple in the Google Home app on iPhone or Android, and frankly, no different than any other Google Home speaker setup. I had this thing set up in a matter of minutes with my existing account. Now, once it's powered up, the new ring light on the bottom of the speaker glows in response to the typical Google trigger commands. The multi-color ring looks cool, and it indicates that Google Gemini is now listening. And that is in fact the big difference here. This thing is powered now by Google Gemini. So I wanted to test out the new Gemini on Google Home, but I want to test it out side by side with this thing. So this is a Google Nest Mini. This thing came out over 6 years ago, and at the time when I bought it, it was only $30. First, let's start with this. Gemini now supports multiple smart home requests all at once. So take a listen. Hey Google, dim the basement living room light and set the living room thermostat to 74 degrees. Here's how the new Google Home speaker responded.
Updating those devices.
Perfect. Did exactly what I wanted it to do. But guess what? The Google Mini from 6 years ago did the exact same thing.
Dimming the light and setting the thermostat to 74 degrees.
Gemini also supports more of a conversation now, so you can ask it a question and then follow up with other questions without having to restart another request. And guess what? This feature works on the new Google Home and the 6-year-old Nest Mini. Finally, let's start a simple weather request, but something with some more intelligence involved because Gemini now supports this sort of question. Hey Google, what's the forecast for the next Chicago White Sox game?
For the White Sox game tomorrow, Wednesday, June 24th, expect a high of 76 degrees with showers and thunderstorms likely. The Chicago White Sox play the Guardians tomorrow, June 24th, with a high of 76 degrees and a 20% chance of rain.
Again, worked great, but both devices gave me the same response. So here's the secret. What they're not telling you about the new Google Home speaker. Yeah, it's awesome. It looks cool. And the hardware inside is slightly upgraded. But all of these cool Gemini features that they're touting are not exclusive to this new speaker. In fact, the 6-year-old $30 Mini can do basically all the same stuff. Now, I'm not saying the new speaker isn't good. I'm just saying if you have a bunch of Google Home speakers already laying around your house like I do, you don't need to run out and replace them all because they already have a bunch of cool new Gemini features built in without having to spend a single penny. I do want to point out though, this new speaker does support the new Matter Smart Home protocol. It can also connect to your Google Streamer 4K box. You can use 2 of these speakers and it actually supports spatial audio. So that's cool, and that feature is going to be unique to this new Google Home speaker. Bottom line, the new speaker looks awesome. The new 360-degree sound, it sounds really good. It's got some pretty impressive bass, especially for considering how small this speaker is. And the $100 price tag seems worth it. Honestly, I think we'll see it on sale in a couple of months or so for $80, so keep an eye out for that. And frankly, I'm really hoping this isn't the only Google Home speaker moving forward. I'm hoping there's a new Google Home mini speaker. Because for me, these mini speakers, these are the ones that make Google Home and the new Google Gemini even more useful throughout your house, because you can buy one of these for every room, whereas I'm not going to spend $100 for every room in my home. I want to know your thoughts, guys. Are you buying the new Google Home speaker? Are you excited about this thing? Comment below. I read every single comment. And do me a huge favor, subscribe to my channel. That's what helps me grow here on YouTube. Tech it before you wreck it. I'm Kirk.